clearly?
I do.
Oh, awesome. Just give it one moment. We're just going to jump on. A few more people are jumping on the call. We're going YouTube live as well too. So YouTube is going to be, we're going to be broadcasting this on
A half day.
You had a half day? Very cool. And well, awesome. We are live. Good afternoon, everybody. It's so good to see you. Happy holidays to you and your family. Happy Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is an incredible time to give thanks to the people who we love most, like our parents, our teachers, our friends, our mentors. But most importantly, Thanksgiving just isn't one day. As martial arts students and mastery students, we know Thanksgiving is every day. And being a good leader means we give thanks to the things that we care about most, like number one, our health and the people who love us most, like our family and our friends and the wonderful roof that we have over our head and how there's always food on our table and we have clothes on our body and we have caring parents that love us and support us and want to see us succeed. So it's really important as mastery students and every kid in the world, we recognize that giving thanks just isn't today or tomorrow. We should be practicing getting the habit of giving thanks every day. Does everybody understand? Okay, great. Well, happy Thanksgiving to you guys. I'm so thankful for all of you being a part of the mastery community. And looks like everybody on this call, excuse me, I have to give a shout out to Alessandro because Alessandro is our longest active student on this call. Alessandro's been with us for almost 5 years, I believe, Alessandro. So I think that deserves a round of applause. Everybody clap it up for Alessandro.
Thank you.
You're welcome, sir. Tell Alessandro, tell everybody about your experience in martial arts and in mastery so far.
It was hard in the beginning. It was hard coming in first. I was nervous and like shy, but then I've got better, and that's what I am today. Yeah.
Excellent, Alessandro. You know, and so the kudos to his parents for not wanting to, allowing him to give up. And I'm sure there's times that he wanted to quit, but because his parents believed enough in him, and that's what our lesson is today, and had enough self-esteem in him, they didn't allow him to quit. Now he's enjoying the results. See, kids, martial arts and anything we do in life, it's commitment and consistency. Without commitment and consistency, nothing happens. Can I show you guys something? Watch this. My daughter, I showed my daughter about 6 months ago, a young girl throwing a roundhouse kick straight up to the sky. She looked at me and she said, "Daddy, I'm going to do that one day." And she has been practicing every single day for 6 months. This was Sunday. She's not there yet, but everybody look. Can you see that? She reminded me about what commitment is. She was the instructor. I wasn't the instructor that day. She was. She reminded me about commitment and never giving up on your goals. And people with self-esteem, we have a high level of commitment, which we're going to talk about today. So with that being said, who's ready to get started? Okay, let's, I'm going to share my screen with everybody so we can see what's going on. Let me know if you can see this, okay? Can you see this story right here? What does it say?
Self-esteem.
Excellent. All right, cool. So here at Mastery Martial Arts, if you're new to Mastery every 8 weeks, well, the foundation is built on our Mastery life skills. That's the way we built our Mastery program. We use Mastery Martial Arts as a vehicle to install these types of life skills into children of all ages. And it's been very successful. And we've countless thousands of kids over and over again. We've installed these, and it's our opportunity to help continue to install these to help improve the community. This month's life skill is self-esteem. What does self-esteem mean? Who knows?
The joy of being myself.
That's it. That's what self-esteem is. It's the joy of being you. It's not the joy of being Mr. Pizzillo. It's the joy of being who you are. And when we have joy in ourselves and when we believe in ourselves, we are proud of who we are. And kids with high self-esteem are always proud in who they are. So today I want you to sit back, and the first part of today's class is I want everybody to be a good listener. And I want you to listen to the story that we're going to read to you today, okay? Who's ready? All right, great. Let's see. Okay. This story is called The Story of the Turkey and the Eagle. All right, everybody, be a good listener. Sit up nice and tall. It all began when two turkeys and at the same time, two eagles wanted to have a baby. The two turkeys laid an egg, and at the same time, the eagles did the same. When the turkeys had their egg, they decided that they had to hide in a safe and comfortable place. So they went into the woods and found a nice, comfortable place where they placed the egg. It was safe there, where nobody could find it. The eagles also wanted a safe place for their egg. So they decided to climb the tallest mountains. They flew all the way up there and built a nest. It was hard work, but it was important to them. And that's where they laid their egg. So the turkey kind of just found a spot in the woods. The eagle went all the way up to the mountain, worked hard to find a safe spot to lay their egg. As time went by, Mother Eagle took care of her egg, and Mother Turkey took care of hers. At about the same time, both eggs began to crack. They began to shake because on the inside, the little babies wanted to get out. Once Mother Turkey realized this, she said, "Oh, poor little baby, I'm going to help him. I'm going to help him get out. Come here, Papa Turkey. We need you to help our baby get out of its egg." So they started to help the baby get out by cracking the egg shell. This made it a lot easier for the baby turkey to get out of its shell. At the same time, high in the mountains, the baby eagle started to crack his egg also from the inside. When Mother Eagle noticed this, she got so excited that she started screaming, "Father Eagle, come here!" She showed Father Eagle how the egg was beginning to crack from the inside. They were both so excited, and they started screaming, "Yes, come on, you can do it!" And they were cheering and inspiring the little baby to break out of the egg. "You can do it! Yes, you can!" They kept on cheering and cheering and cheering until finally, after long efforts, the baby eagle was able to break out of its egg all by himself. Once the baby turkey was out of its egg, he was moving around and playing a bit and asked Mother and Father Turkey, "What are these?" "Those are wings," they answered. "Wings? And what are they for?" asked the baby turkey. "They're so you can fly," they said. "Oh," said the baby, "I want to fly." But Mother and Father Turkey, with great love, said, "No, not yet. You're not ready. It could be dangerous. We'd better wait." At the same time, at the top of the mountain, baby eagle was wondering about its wings. "What are these for?" the baby asked. Mother and Father at the same time responded, "Those are wings. They will help you fly across the sky. You can go anywhere you want with these, and you will become a leader, and everyone is going to respect and admire you." The baby eagle said, "Wow." Both babies grew big, strong, and healthy, but baby turkey kept growing bigger and bigger in the body and would not exercise his wing much. This was because Mom and Dad were taking care of him and didn't want him to get hurt because he wasn't ready yet to fly. Baby eagle, however, all the time kept practicing and working with his wings. His mother and father always told him, "You can do it. Yes, you can. We believe in you." He knew that one day he was going to be able to fly across the sky and go anywhere he wanted. One day, while he was standing at the edge of the cliff of a tall mountain, his father came up to him and said, "Are you ready now?" Baby eagle was a bit scared because it was very, very high and said, Are you sure I can do this?" Father Eagle said, Yes, you can. You can do this. I believe in you, son. You can do this. And he pushed baby eagle saying, go, go, you can do it. Yes, you can. As the little eagle started flying, Father Eagle followed him close behind to make sure that he was okay. All along, Father Eagle continued to support his child, saying, you see, you can do it. Yes, you can. This was how baby eagle became a big, strong eagle and conquered the whole sky, gaining the admiration of all. I wonder what happened to the turkey. You guys curious? I'm curious what happened with the turkey. Let's find out what happened with the turkey. At the same time, the baby turkey grew and became heavy. He was never able to fly much. Then November came, and that's how the story ended for the turkey. So, what a crazy story, right? The turkey and the eagle. Who can tell me something that they learned from that story? Go ahead, sir. You go first.
Never give up.
Excellent. And Alessandra, what did you learn?
Encourage people, like be encouraging.
Be encouraging. And Maharth, did you learn something from that story?
What did you learn, Maharth?
I learned that if people can believe in you, you can do it.
Excellent. Here's what I learned. Can I tell you what I learned from that story? I
Yes.
learned that sometimes people want to do a lot for us and coddle us. And sometimes that's good. And sometimes that's limiting us from tapping into our full potential. Like, for instance, I was at a mastery location a couple nights ago, and I saw an 11-year-old boy not know how to tie his sneakers yet. And his mom went over there and tied them for him. And I just stopped and I said, you know, sir, no one's winning from this experience if you can't learn how to tie your shoes. And he just looked at me, and the mom looked at me. She was so busy getting her children together, she forgot the value of giving kids the experience of learning how to do something on their own. You see, the Eagles parents, they wanted to teach their child to be a leader and a role model. The turkey's parents did everything for them, made their bed, cleaned their room, brushed their teeth for them, feed them. They did everything for them. And sometimes when people do too much for us, we never grow as human beings. We never develop our full self-esteem because we're not able to. So when your parents tell you that it's important to do things on your own, they're not saying that because they don't want to do it for you. They're saying that because they want you to exercise the skill of self-esteem, because your parents know that's how self-esteem is built. When we do things on our own, when we experience something new, when we can't figure out a skill and we learn it. Like martial arts, when all of you first came to martial arts class, nobody knew anything. You didn't know how to do a horse stance or a block or a punch or a kick. And for someone like Alessandro, who's a black belt, he's doing spinning kicks. He's doing weapons. He's doing boxing and self-defense. He didn't know all of that stuff when he first started. And imagine his parents were right on top of him and helping him do every technique. He had to go through the process to learn how to do those skills on his own. And that's where self-esteem is built. Does that make sense, everybody? Okay, cool. Let's learn about self-esteem. What is self-esteem? Self-esteem is confidence and satisfaction in oneself. Self-esteem is the joy of being who we are. It describes how we perceive and value ourselves. When we feel good about ourselves, independent of the circumstances that surround us, we show self-esteem. We can nurture our self-esteem by making a conscious decision to perceive everything in our life as positively. This way, in time, we develop a positive attitude towards life. Unfortunately, kids, I don't know if you know this yet, but the world right now is the most negative it's ever been in all of humanity. The most negative it's ever been. And it's negative because a lot of people aren't practicing and improving their self-esteem. If every single one of us, more importantly, kids, was to improve our self-esteem, our youth generation will be so much different. That's why I value your family, and I value you for watching this and listening to this, because what it's doing, it's influencing your mind. It's going to get you to think a little bit differently. When a challenge comes up, you're not going to run away. You're going to face that challenge with a positive attitude. People with high self-esteem believe in themselves and feel appreciated by others. The lack of self-esteem makes people insecure. Some people with low self-esteem often use chemicals like drugs or alcohol to make them deal with life. Those with high self-esteem, on the other hand, find joy in simply being who they are. Who loves who they are? Who truly loves who they are? I do. Good. If we accept ourselves the way we are, and if we are looking at ourselves, we see our true beauty without criticizing ourselves. We become strong and feel like we can do anything. Self-esteem allows us to perceive challenges in our lives as opportunities to outshine the general expectation. When we have high self-esteem, we surround ourselves with positive people. We seek mentors, educate ourselves, and celebrate our accomplishments and those of others. We enjoy our jobs and we enjoy the time we spend with our families and friends. We love and accept others the way they are. We must always remember that we are unique. There exists no one else quite like us in the entire universe. This way, we are very special. Later, we'll talk about the 3 levels of self-esteem: what we see, what we say, what we do. Now let's talk about the pillars. Everybody say pillars.
Pillars.
Okay, so shake your body out, shake your body out. I want everybody to stand up for me. Stand up. Let's go. Let's practice our pillars. All right. Follow along with me. Ready? Say confidence.
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 Positive attitude.
Positive attitude.
Self-awareness.
Self-awareness.
Accountability.
Accountability.
Let's say it again. Confidence.
Confidence.
Positive attitude.
Positive attitude.
Self-awareness.
Self-awareness.
Awareness.
Accountability.
Accountability.
One more time. Confidence.
Confidence.
Positive attitude.
Positive attitude.
Self-awareness.
Self-awareness.
Accountability.
Accountability.
Virtual high five. Give me a virtual high five. Don't really hit the camera though. All right, cool. Everybody sit down for me. Sit down. Sit up nice and tall. See, kids, most people think self-esteem and confidence are the same. Confidence is believing in our abilities to do something. Self-esteem is believing in ourselves. So for instance, what's something that you enjoy to do? Who can tell me something that they enjoy doing a real lot? Go ahead, sir.
I like to go on my bike.
Awesome. Can we use that as an example?
Yes.
When you first jumped on your bike, could you ride your bike?
No.
So your self-esteem was high, but the confidence that you had towards learning how to balance your bike was very low.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
And then you got back on your bike again and you did it a little bit. And then guess what happened to your confidence?
It went up a little more.
And then you did it again. And guess what happened to your confidence?
It raises a little more.
And then you did it again. Guess what happened to your confidence?
It's filled to the max.
Exactly. Now you see, because you developed a skill. Confidence is developing belief in a skill, an ability to do something. Self-esteem is believing in yourself. All right, everybody say positive attitude.
Positive attitude.
So we all know the holidays is coming up, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what's that thing behind me? Can everybody see that tree behind me? What kind of tree is that?
Christmas tree.
And on December 25th, what's under the Christmas tree sometimes if you've been a good boy or a good girl? What?
Presents.
Do you need a positive attitude when you're opening up presents?
Yes.
You're positive. You're like, woo, this is great. Do you need one or is it already there?
It's already there.
So when do you think you need a positive attitude? Go ahead, sir. Tell me.
Every day of the year.
Good. And when else do you need a positive attitude, Alessandro?
Like when you go to class, like have a positive attitude that you'll do good this time better than you did last time.
Very good. And here's when you need it. Listen closely. Here's when you need the positive attitude the most. Listen close. When life doesn't go the way you expected it to go. When you fail a belt testing, when you fail a strike testing, when you come home and you studied really hard for a test and you didn't pass, when you try out for the basketball team and you don't make it, when you get older and you go for a job interview and they decline your job interview, when you ask to move into a new position and your boss says you're not ready, when you open up your own business and it fails, that's when you need a positive attitude. When life doesn't go the way you expected, we can get frustrated and angry, or we can practice positivity. Got it?
Got it.
All right, say self-awareness.
Self-awareness.
Self-awareness is being aware of everything around you. Can I tell you guys a funny little story?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, the other day I was at the grocery market. I don't do the grocery shopping in my house. My phone does. You know what I mean by that, right? I type in what I want on my phone. I click enter and then it shows up at the front door. But I had to go to the grocery market this day, and there's this little boy there, and he was super kind and happy. And he looked at me and I looked at him and I smiled and I waved back, and he's looking at me and I'm looking at him, and we're just, having this moment. And so I pulled the carriage to my car and he was right next to me. So I said, you know what? I'm going to see if I can encourage this boy to do something he doesn't normally do. So he's watching me, I'm watching him, I'm taking my groceries, I'm putting them in my car. He's helping his mom put his groceries in the car, and I made sure he watches me, and I take the carriage and I put it back where it belongs. And I kind of do it in a funny way. And he's like, I'm going to do that. So he's like, Mom, can I bring the carriage back where it belongs? And I'm looking at this, and he takes the carriage and he brings it back. And at that moment, I practiced self-awareness, because I was aware enough to recognize that my actions were directly going to influence this young man. Of course, I had to say hi to his mom and let him know that I was a martial arts instructor in the community. And then guess what happened?
He joined.
He became a student at Master Martial Arts in Johnston. The mom and dad's like, this is something we've been wanting to do. We've been looking into it, and this sounds like a great program. So they came in a couple of weeks ago, and they decided to put their child in martial arts. And it's because of self-awareness that happened. This kid's life might be just a little bit better because I was aware enough to recognize that he was playful and I was helping him. And then he brought him into the martial arts space. So that's self-awareness, recognizing that our actions can have a direct influence on everybody around us. All right, last one, say accountability.
Accountability.
Accountability is having the integrity to follow through with commitments and the ability to accept the consequences for our actions. Who wants to be a black belt? Like a decided black belt. Okay, hands down. It's not easy. You're going to want to quit. You're going to give up. You might want to give up. You're going to fail. But if you say something, you say you're going to do it, you have to get it done no matter what. People with self-esteem have accountability. And even if they don't want to get it done, even though it hurts, they get it done. Everybody understand?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, let's go through the 4 levels of self-esteem quickly. Everybody say what we see and think about ourselves.
What we see and think about ourselves.
We see and think about ourselves.
In order to develop, we must train ourselves to perceive ourselves as the best we can be. When we see ourselves as strong, healthy, and smart, we believe it firmly, and our behavior will naturally reflect this. If we see ourselves as capable of accomplishing any task, we believe we can achieve anything. That is exactly what happens. We begin to attain our goals. Okay, let's make a list. I need your help right now, okay? Make a list of different things that we can say and think about ourselves. I am smart. I am strong. Who else can tell me one? Go ahead, say it.
You can do this.
I can do this. Give me another one. Good, Alessandro.
I can accomplish this.
Excellent. Give me another one. Hi, welcome, joining us. Moharth, can you give me one? I am
smart.
I am smart. And ma'am, can you give me one? I am
You could do I am brave.
Excellent. How about this one? I believe, now let's do about what we see and think about others. I believe my mother is beautiful. I believe that my friends do their best. I believe my father is strong. You give me one that you believe about others. Go ahead, Alessandro.
I believe that he can do this.
Excellent. Give me another one.
Me?
Go ahead, sir.
I believe he is confident enough to accomplish this goal.
I love it. And what do you think, ma'am? Do you have one? I believe.
I believe that she can complete this.
Excellent. I believe she can complete this. I love it. Okay, cool. So those are called affirmations, all right? What we see and think about society. See, when we see society as a place of great opportunity to interact with others and learn new things, we can better ourselves. Through peer pressure, media, art, advertising, television, movies, many others influences. Society can enhance or diminish our self-esteem. When we are children, our parents must choose what we should be exposed to. When we are adults, we must decide that will hurt and will help us. By choosing to be positive things about our society and embracing its positive messages, our self-esteem grows. Of course, we know that our society is not perfect, but the best way to influence society for the better is to begin with a positive attitude about it. So all of you are pretty are not, infants. I'm sure some of you watch YouTube. YouTube can be a great place and a bad place. Let me tell you why. There's a lot of unfortunate videos out there that are influencing kids' minds without you recognizing it. And it's really important that when you're watching YouTube, your mom and dad or your family's by your side. Now more than ever, it's so important. Okay. YouTube is a great place to learn. So for instance, my son, I've trained him to help him understand YouTube. We are not used by YouTube. We use YouTube to learn things. Like, for instance, this is being broadcasted on YouTube, this call. Maybe a child is somewhere in the world listening to this call right now and learning about self-esteem that he didn't know. That's the way we use YouTube. Unfortunately, there's some negative people in the world and putting videos out there that aren't suitable for kids. And they look suitable for your eyes, but the messaging behind it isn't as good as it should be. So if you truly love yourself, and I know your family loves you, it's really important that we monitor what we watch on YouTube. Does everybody understand? Okay. Last one, what we see and think about the world. We have high level of self-esteem. We're able to see the world as a perfect place to live. We feel safe and confident. Our minds are clear and we don't take things for granted. We see how much positive energy comes from the things in our world, like the blue sky, the ocean, the trees, the beautiful colors of the rainbow, sunset, the stars, everything. We see beauty all around us. Seeing everything in the world in a positive light energizes us and brings us a feeling of well-being. Seeing positive influences everywhere. We think highly of ourselves and realize that we are a very important part of this world. Having a positive thoughts about ourselves and the world can make our entire lives uplifting. Let's make a list of different things we can see and think about the world. I believe the world is a perfect place. I believe the stars are beautiful. I want all of you to tell me one thing that you believe about the world. Go ahead, Alessandro, you go first.
I believe that the world is like the world. Can I think about it first?
Sure. All right, sir, why don't you go? Why don't you tell me something that you believe about the world?
I believe the sunset is amazing.
Yes, I love it. I love it. I love it. And Maharth, what's something you believe about the world?
I think it's a good place to live.
Yes, it's a great place to live. And ma'am, what's something you think about the world?
I think that in the world, like if sometimes bad things happen, like some people that are good could like still like fix it.
Yes, there's still good, even though there's some bad people in the world, there's still good people in the world, and we can fix it, right? With a high level of self-esteem. Excellent, kids. I'm so glad we got it. Okay, so we have to realize what we say to ourselves is really important. Being a good leader means what we say and what we do is very important. And what we say to others has a direct impact on how they feel. As leaders, we can do two things. Everybody say it with me. We're like an elevator. What can an elevator do? Bring people up or pull people
Down.
As leaders, we want to use words of uplifting positivity and say things that are only going to bring people up. Never pull somebody down. Never say things that are negative to other people. And what we do, it really starts with what we do. As leaders, we understand that action is the most important part of self-esteem. We can have great thoughts and we can be energetic and we can feel positive, but without taking action, nothing gets accomplished. So today or tomorrow, practice some level of action to improve your own self-esteem and other self-esteem. Okay? All right. You guys did so good today. Give yourselves a round of applause. All right. Was that fun?
Yep.
Excellent. I'm proud of all of you. I think all of you did an incredible job. I'm so glad that you had the opportunity to connect with you today, and happy holidays to you and your family. Master Martial Arts is we've had a great year this year of helping hundreds and maybe even thousands of kids become the best version of themselves they can be, whether it's physically, mentally, emotionally, or socially. And it's our responsibility to continue to help kids across the world. So thank you so much for joining me, and we're definitely going to do this again. Does that sound good? Okay, let's bow out like black belts. Everybody stand up. Feet together, set.
Sir.
Bow, yes, I can.
Yes,
I can.
We are
We are
a black belt leadership school.
a black belt leadership.
Black Belt Leadership School.
We are dedicated.
We
We are dedicated.
We are motivated.
are motivated.
We're on our quest
We're on our quest
to be our best.
to be our best.
Yes, I can.
Yes, I can.
Clap it up, guys. Good job today.
Have a nice, happy Thanksgiving, Mr. Fizzle.
Same to you guys. Give me a virtual high five, everybody. Great job today. All right, now go practice your self-esteem, okay? All right. Bye, parents and guests.
Thanksgiving.
Happy
Bye, guys.
Thanksgiving.
Same to you and your family. And if you're on YouTube and watching this and you love the program and you think it's something that you're interested in, Master Martial Arts offers an online program. You can go to www.masteryma.com for more information. Again, it's www.masteryma.com for more info. Happy holidays, everybody. Bye, guys.